Coaches Take on Work is a community of coaches sharing our perspectives on work today. Come for the spicy takes and stay for the quick tools and tips. Find everything from best practices in management and leadership to our thoughts on trending topics in work and some fun things you may not be expecting.
We are Coaches Take on Work, and for this episode's hot take,
goals are fun. Goals are fun. That should be the takeaway.
There we go.
Right.
And so when we're talking about expectation, it's really the game of aligning your beliefs with others.
The most important thing to invest in, I would say, your chair. Back pain is a real thing. And
always do it over a pint. Whenever you can do something over a pint, it's always better than not. That's my other piece of advice for this entire podcast episode.
Very, very briefly about the history. It was these two dudes.
I think for any leader who thinks that they are a coach, try to go an entire day by responding to people with only questions.
But I happened across I kept coming across some mentions of boundaries, and I love this phrasing of the teacher appears when the student is ready. And so
I often find in coaching, half the responses I get are I don't know. And if I sit in silence long enough, they end up knowing. So give the other person space to also be human, also be learning, also be growing, also be practicing, and potentially unaware of whatever weird thing you're trying differently.
Next pieces then is to act on it. And one of the things that I often share is the importance of creating that space, right? The space between action and reaction.
Our training was you can make anything happen with golf pencils and butcher paper.
Play with intention, play with impact. Look for an impact that is motivating. Look for an impact that evokes change or that really motivates someone to continue a pattern.
And so just paying attention to your team as individuals can be really powerful here. If this feels foreign to you, I do recommend going back to situational leadership and checking that out too, to really get an idea of how we determine the skill and the will of our team members too. So, all right, before any of us cry, enough of us.
Exactly. Thank you. That was so sweet. I was about to start crying, so thank you for saying that.